Hi there. How's it going? Good, good. All right, well, yeah, it kind of looks like people are trickling in slowly. But yeah, I don't know, it's already after 7, so let's get underway. Cool, welcome everybody. It's WAD Wednesday, and I don't know, yeah, let's distract ourselves momentarily from the world outside by playing a Doom level. And clicking on this little paint elemental, this little meatball. All right, cool. Let's begin. Okay. The Aqueous Rise and Fall by Christian Hansen from February of 2000. Misc author info, Danish redneck. I don't know what that means. Sandra Bullock is beautiful. That's just that's some Misc author info right there. Looks like this author has done some other stuff before. And there's a whole description with a story. I'm skimming with my brain mostly turned off, but I see very secret UAC areas, terrible army of monsters. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's play The Aqueous Rise and Fall by Christian Hansen from the year 2000. It's Doom 2 map 13, it looks like, huh? Okay, we're in a little box here. And oh, this is kind of an interesting sort of a Plutonia texturing feel, but oh yeah, look at this. Are these TNT or Plutonia textures even? That I have not generally seen. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is a very Plutonia feel so far. Oh my god. How did I get so wrecked by like a single Revenant rocket? Okay, yeah, this is already, I can already tell that this is a big, wild, nonlinear level layout. And you can also kind of tell from the fact that you're immediately given the super shotgun that this is going to be, could be in for a rough ride here. Could be in for some Plutonia difficulty. But yeah, there's like a library and this whole thing here. Not much in the way of health. Alright, let's see if we can do a little better. Oh wait, I've already been here. Okay. Alright, so we went through that teleporter. Let's go through this one maybe. Good, good armor. Whole lot of chain gunners too. It's looking awfully Plutonia. Spectres are pretty hard to see. Okay, so yeah, it's just returning us to this area again and again. To be honest, I gotta be honest, I really dislike Plutonia. It feels more like antagonism than a fun challenge. That's a relatively commonly held position, I think. I mean, you know, like, I think there's definitely a good argument that, like, both the Chain Gunner and the Revenant, which are widely considered to be Plutonia's staples, are both really rough, you know, and there's definitely a lot of ways to use Chain Gunners in maps in ways that just feel outright cheap. You know, they can deal a ton of instant hit damage from a pretty great distance, and at close range they can just light you up before you've had much of a chance to do anything about it. So I think Chain Gunners are rightly, you know, something that people are sort of touchy about their overuse. And then Revenants are, you know, those projectiles are dodgeable technically, but in practice they can be very, 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 very hard. Even a single Revenant in the right spot can be just absolutely devastating. So, you know, yeah, like, yeah, I've played Plutonia enough times that it doesn't feel that I now know all of its cheap shots pretty well, you know? So I can slug my way through most of it, whereas, you know, if it were like a brand new map set that I had never played before, I would probably be seriously grumbling my way through it, well, in a lot of cases. Okay, I'm really going around in circles here, but I kind of want to, like, I don't have, you know, this is one of those things where, like, this is basically a symmetrical room, so Okay, wait, so I've been here. Okay, actually it's not symmetrical. We've got... Okay, yeah, we came back here. So we'll go here. Alright. And I've hit this switch, right? Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to go back through here one more time. Alright, so I always come out here. Alright, I'm just trying to be systematic here. Okay, and then I hit a switch. Did that change anything in this room? This little waterfall there. Yeah, this is just going to take me back here. And that takes me back there. So yeah, I mean, I am kind of going around in circles here. And the areas that I can see into... Yeah, did I just miss a blue key, maybe? Yeah, like I can't go in there, can't go in there. Oh, but wait, yeah, like... Maybe I needed to explore this spot more. Alright, so there's that teleporter there. Oh yeah, okay, there's these places too. There we go. Okay, and that's the blue key. All right, I just wasn't fully exploring an area I had already been to. My bad. Okay, and like, I still just forget what the... Okay, nope. One more time here. Okay. Blue key door. And yeah, we got the city backdrop here. Ow. Oh, yeah, we're up here. Huh. Gosh, yeah, I'm actually wondering if this uses the, if this is intending to use the Plutonia IWAD. Alright, so I hit that switch. Did that lower this? No. Alright, we're making progress here though. No, because I can only hit that switch. I can only hit that switch once, so I think it's done what it's going to do. But maybe I need to return to this space. Ah, yes, that lowered this thing down, or it raised the water level up. Yeah, that is what happened. Classic raise the water level puzzle. Alright, red key. If that ain't progress. Oh dear. All right, we got an inmost den style wall eye going on here. Where did this? Okay, all right. So yeah, everything is starting to interconnect back on itself here. Cool. Yeah, this does feel very Plutonia-like, both in texturing and in the kinds of enemies it uses, and in some of the combat setups. Like, you know, one thing about Plutonia is that a lot of the levels actually have a relatively low number of enemies in them. It's just that they're all like pretty deviously deployed, and they're frequently, you know, way tougher monsters. Uh-oh. Do I want to blow up these barrels? Let's say I do. It's definitely more corridor intensive than a lot of Plutonia is, I would say. Plutonia is more about like these very open spaces. Whereas, you know, you look at this and it's pretty room, hallway, room. Not in a bad way, you know, structurally it does do some interesting things, but that's one thing I would say is makes it a little different. Okay, well, it looks like that is, there were 2 secrets I didn't find. But yeah, that's a good little level. I don't know, I enjoyed it. It was, you know, the beginning part, when I was still getting a foothold and didn't have a lot of ammo and all that, was definitely the toughest part by far. And then yeah, here we are in the inmost dens. Okay. Well, yeah, that was cool. That was the aqueous rise and fall. I don't know if that's referring to the rise and fall of the water levels. Yeah, a lot of prior files by this author. If nothing else is written, then the levels are made for Doom 2. However, these Doom 2 levels... Okay, wait, no, these are the previous files by author. Is this specifically made for Final Doom, the Plutonia experiment? Okay, so yeah, I should have played that with Plutonia. That's probably behind some of the weird textures stuff we were seeing. But anyway, I don't think that hurt anything. Yeah, that was cool. That was a fun little thing. Yeah, let's play another one. The Echoes of Desolation by WorldStar from February of last year. Cool. I haven't heard this. Oh wait, WorldTsar, as in Tsar, as in Russian for king. Yeah, cool. Okay. Doom 2, Map 1 and Map 2. 2 medium-sized tech-based maps for Z-Doom, inspired by the atmosphere of PlayStation Doom. Sound effects replaced with the ones from said game. Cool. Yeah, alright. Alright, some credits given to various other things. And yeah, it looks like it requires a relatively recent version of Z-Doom, GZ-Doom. Yeah, let's play Echoes of Desolation by WorldTsar. And yeah, we're getting some of the PlayStation music and sound effects. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I feel like we played... Was it a PlayStation Doom inspired WAD recently? Or maybe it was an N64 inspired one. But either way, you know, it's using like the sort of sector coloring, using the PlayStation sounds. And this is another map where we're more or less immediately given the super shotgun. These weird pistons coming down. Ooh, look at this. It's a little break in the weird wall circuitry. Ooh, okay. Stop those? What did that do? This feels very secret-y, very behind the scenes. Yeah, this is cool so far. Has kind of its own distinct feel going on. Pretty tight corridors, very small engagements. I have not played Hollow Knight. Even though this is using some custom textures, it's all stuff that still feels very vanilla DOS Doom. What did that do? Ooh. The humanoid enemy sounds in PlayStation and N64 Doom do still sound kind of hilarious to me. They're all, ooh. Where are you guys drifting in from? Ooh, plasma. Okay. Just being immediately invited to use the plasma. By a skeleton. Cool, yeah, alright. Yeah, this is rad. And that's a sort of crushing door thing for some reason. And yeah, it is definitely dark. Ooh. Yeah, these are definitely dark, murky spaces. Which is another thing. Yeah, like PlayStation and N64 Doom are both like very dark. They're both just dramatically dark relative to vanilla Doom. Sort of an interesting room. How do I get up onto this weird little tech platform? Pentagram wall thing. That's how I get up there. Oh my gosh. Gotta deal with these chain gunners. There's somebody snarling back there. Someone's being a snarly gnarly. Yeah, this dark texture, I don't quite get what the okay, yeah, so that's with light amp on. So these really are just black textures. It's weird. I don't know what the deal is. Oh wait. I missed the blue key. That's super important to get. I think it's appropriate the idTech 1 Dooms are metal and Doom 64 is dark ambient, both in soundtrack and feel. Yeah, I agree. Those are good synopses. Okay, so we come out here. Should I go back into here? Was there like a... This is a big old dimly lit warehouse. Okay. Yeah, it really is spooky in here. Anyhow, look at this structure. We have these like kind of gravity-defying crates here that are creating a little pass-through, but this is a cool shape. It's for sure a cool shape. Where is like that one? There's some little punk that's still like sniping at me here. What? Just a whole bunch of little goodies. Yeah, I think anytime you can alternate, I think there's sort of like a fool's the eye sort of thing here, where you perceive this kind of shape as being a floors upon floors cheat, even though it's not at all, you know, like just by seeing a negative space down here and then a negative space up here, it feels like a two-level structure, even though it is still obeying the constraints of vanilla Doom. And I don't know, that's always kind of cool when you can cheat stuff, just push it, you know. This would have been possible entirely with DOS, with, you know, very original DOS Doom on a 486, but, you know, makes it feel like it's really going beyond that somehow. And yeah, there's some monster left here, but I cannot, for the life of me, find out where it is. Okay, cool. We got some fancy... Oh, okay, yeah, the yellow key. Fancy, fancy. Whoa. Oh, okay, now we're back here, and now we're here. Okay, so the author really just wanted to completely shortcut us to just cut out some backtracking there. It's always a bit of a shame to have to lean on teleporters like that, but, you know, you do what you gotta. Ooh, got a nice little outdoor area here. Yeah. Oh dear. That took some damage. Oh dear. That is a Revenant missile. Well, what do you think? 11 hit points? Yeah, let's save. Wow, this suddenly got very tough. Dang it. Alright, what am I actually trying to do here? Now I see. I'm trying to crawl up. Trying to crawl up here. Ugh. Alright, so unfortunately I am going to be kind of methodical about how I clear this area. Because just taking fire from a Revenant and a Mancubus like that is not something I can stand up to right now. Okay, that's good. Got him. Okay. All right, now I think we can safely climb up this. Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, this is a good example of just a really basic thing that like this colored sector stuff lets you do is when you have a sky that's like an overwhelming color like this, you can it just kind of tints everything. Like this feels, you know, more accurate, or it just feels like the sky is real to in a way that, you know, you can't do without that sort of effect. So that's cool. Looks like there's some purple sectors over there. I don't know what's up with that, but. All right, this opened up a thing. Oh, okay, yeah, that's our... Oh, dear. Oh, gosh. All right, Archvile showing up. Showing up. Gotta be ready for it. No. Okay. All right. We dealt with the Archvile. We now have the red key. Everything's groovy. Classic light spill. I like it. Yeah, where are we going next, actually? Oh yeah, look, it's using some dynamic lights. Little candles. Candles around the teleporter. Where is... Yeah, I hear some monsters back here, but... Huh, yeah. Where have I seen a red key door? Oh wait, it looks like... Oh, and that's the exit. Okay. And yeah, it does kind of look like there's a whole, just, yeah, there's like 4 whole secrets and stuff that we haven't hit yet, but I don't know. Yeah, I think there's a map after this, so why don't we just move on to that one. Oh yeah, and this is the PlayStation Doom intermission music. And hey, I made it in under par. Okay. It's spooky. Ooh, yeah, what's going on here? Is this like just a very... Oh, no, yeah, okay, so these are dynamic lights, actually. They're just like little spotlights that are casting little pools of light on the ground, which is a nice touch. Oh, yeah, look at this. Is that the same thing? Yeah, it is. You can tell because, you know, sector lighting shows up in the auto map, whereas here we're seeing, yeah, so this is probably like a similar kind of spotlight thing or some other kind of cheesy Doom dynamic light thing. And yeah, it's just extra dark and little things popping out of closets and stuff. Just, whew, and it's super dark. Super dark. Oh my. Looks like a whole level popped open here. Ooh, Arachnotron. Don't want to play around with them. Cool. Oh, look at that. Yeah, got some glass there. Some imps behind glass. Oh, and look, they teleported out from behind it when I grabbed the armor. Very nice. Yeah, the PlayStation Doom really is you know, it really is just its own whole little atmospheric space, and I think using these kinds of like source port features to sort of augment what, you know, because you go back and you play PlayStation Doom and it's pretty muddy and the texture variation is very, very poor. You know, they had to remove, like, it feels like there's half as many unique textures in the average given screenshot of PlayStation Doom. So this is something where they're no longer bound by those limitations, so they're just free to like recreate that aesthetic, but with, you know, more of a range of stuff. I mean, there's a lot more, like, I would say that this screen right here has more detail in it than you could probably manage on the PlayStation. And these dynamic lights never could have done that on PlayStation Doom, but it, you know, it's definitely, this whole map set has been just doing all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's deliberately chosen. And I don't know, yeah, the more I see of this kind of little thing, the more I find it interesting and all that. And it's sort of doing away with what I find less visually appealing about PlayStation Doom, which is just the fact that everything kind of had to get cut down for a console port. It's just a cool, that's like a red version of the blue computer wall sort of thing. But the fact that it's scrolling down here kind of just makes it feel like, I guess, like an energy field or something. It's interesting. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I tried to play all the way through PlayStation Doom I think maybe like over the holidays last year or something, and I couldn't get all the way through it. I was just like, I already know these levels super well, and these are like kind of sadly cut down versions of all of them. You know, and everything else was kind of was mostly identical. I mean, to be clear, I was playing a PlayStation Doom total conversion that runs in ZDoom. So but it really was recreating it very closely. You know, aside from like actual PlayStation TV resolution and frame rate and stuff, which, you know, I wasn't going to be that much of a purist about it. But I did find it a little hard to get through. You know, as much as I appreciated the darkness and the alternate sound ambience and stuff like that. You know, I didn't quite. Yeah, I would much rather play something like this, frankly. You know, because this is doing its own thing with that aesthetic. Oh, interesting. These are like TV static sound emitters, kind of. That's sort of nifty. All right, so like I went down here, but like what is the benefit of doing this? Yeah, somebody mentioned it in chat a little bit ago, but yes, itch.io is doing a Black Lives Matter bundle that has like over 1,000 games in it. You know, a lot of people have just kind of chipped in their game, and the minimum is $5. It goes to, yeah, and it goes to Black Lives Matter related causes. Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely been getting a lot of attention lately, and they're up above like $3 million last time I checked. So yeah, oh yeah, look at this. That's just a neat, like, the light it's brighter in this room, and it's kind of spilling across the stairs here. It's just sort of slicing there. It's nice, yeah, and this, like, yeah, this thing is casting, like, a strong blue light on the wall. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's evil water, I guess. 4.5 million for that bundle, yeah. So yeah, it sort of breaks my brain as far as like just the value proposition of a traditional bundle, but that wasn't really, like, getting a bunch of games wasn't really the point of it to me. It was more just, you know, donating. I mean, you know, and I would also definitely encourage people, if they have some funds, to donate just directly to, I think on the same page as the bundle, they also have a link to a more full-featured page of like, what all can I do to support, you know, all the different vectors of activism that are going on right now. And there's a bunch of stuff, some of which don't involve donating, you know, if you're really strapped for funds or something. So that's a cool thing to do as well. I think, you know, I think it's good to, like, when there is a big fundraising kind of event, it's great to see how big you can make the bucket for that. But I think also, you know, stressing that, like, thinking of it as activism, and there's so many fronts to be fighting, you know, police brutality, the carceral system, etc. And so, you know, treating it as a long-haul, multi-front battle is cool, and, you know, donating to a cool game bundle is a small part of that. Okay, cool. Like, yeah, I'm digging this room. I guess it's just surrounded by, like, deadly water. And yeah, interesting. Wait, how do I get back into the place I was before? Like, I was up in this thing? Oh wait, no. You go up here, and then you're up on these platforms. Okay, yeah, right. I was up here, and then I hit that switch, and then I fell off. I don't think I missed Oh, look at that. That's the rocket launcher right there. Interesting, yeah. So this is it's definitely involving some doom jumping here. I don't think I can make that jump from here. But there's probably another way into it. Oh, okay. All right. Down goes the arch file. Nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, let's get a look at this level. So yeah, this is very much not room, hallway, room. It's just like a big area with all kinds of facets to it, just sort of colliding. And it looks like this is a blue key door, yeah. It's a little understated as far as like calling out what that door uses, but it's not too bad. Wow, look at this, yeah. Just pushing those dynamic lights again. Oh gosh, it's super dark. Wow, yeah. The light's pulsing all the way down to almost 0, so it really does put you in the dark for seconds at a time. Oh geez. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that was a tough encounter with those revenants. Oh my gosh, here's another one. Don't want to die. Alright, is this like just the back way out of here? Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, now we're kind of back at where we started. Alright, so let's go back up here and through here. What's that? Spectre took a bite out of me. Yeah, it's just the dark. You know, I've played a lot of Doom areas that are like this, obviously, but the red floor gives this one kind of a distinctive character. Okay. It's a crusher. Okay, I thought that might have been a secret. Okay, so now I have the yellow key. I guess, do I just back out of this whole thing? Yeah, it's possible that I didn't need to make another trip into here, but... is this where I came into the level? I think it might be. Alright, that is the yellow key area. Oh dear. Oh man, there's hit scanners back there. I feel like I could handle... Wait, now I'm all the way back here. Okay, let's save. Alright, took out the hit scanners. Got to deal with these revenants. Revenant missile still chasing me. Okay, wow, that was not easy. Cool. Yeah, I guess it is kind of an ice floor. Like, is it reflective? I don't know why it's hurting me, but... maybe Doom is barefoot in this level. What? Chain gunner. Didn't even see him. Oh, I see. He's up in that red tube. Gross. Yeah, this is just a very red, computery type room. Oh, okay, now we're back here. Yeah, this is where we came in. Yeah, these are like CPU cores, huh? Alright, I hit that switch. Yeah, am I just meant to like come back out here? Where are we going here? Oh yeah, I see. It's probably... Alright, yeah, maybe I go back here. Oh dear. I did want to punch the CPU cores. One of the Chris Klee outtake maps that he submitted to the master levels but was not accepted for the master levels is called the CPU. And it doesn't have any non-vanilla textures or anything, and it's sort of like a CPU as a Doom level. It's just sort of its thing. Okay, so yeah, I think that is the end of this level. And we used our red key and lowered these bars, and now we're just going to jump in here. And look at this. Is this like some sort of cybernetic cityscape here? Oh yeah, we don't really get to see though. Alright, and then that's the end, yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, that was a neat level set. Yeah, that was Echoes of Desolation by WorldTsar. Cool. Okay. Well, it's like, you know, I hate to say it's not 8 yet, but I'm definitely lower energy today. I might be getting sick or something. But so I'm gonna call it here. I'm not gonna play another one. But there's two pretty cool maps that we played here: the Aqueous Rise and Fall by Christian Hansen from 2000, and Echoes of Desolation. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed seeing both of those. Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Have a good one, folks, and take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe, and yeah, I'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.